Who's ready for another video? Are you? Lights, camera. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Teacher Michael. I am a VIPKid teacher and brand ambassador, and in today's video, I'm gonna share with you how to make and use a phishing reward system. I've been using this reward for the last, 4 to 6 weeks or so. I've used it on dozens of kids and it's been working really well.
Oh.
So if that sounds like fun to you, why don't we get right into it? I'm gonna show you, first of all, how to make the reward, and then I'm gonna share some in-class footage and show you how I use it. Let's keep it really simple. First things first is the phishing rod. And this is mine. This is what it looks like. This consists of 3 parts. So part number 1 is the rod itself, and surprise, surprise, I went to the dollar store, and in the cat section, or the pet section, I guess, I found like a little cat play toy. And the reason that I chose this is because it's super bendable, and it really does look like a fishing rod in the classroom. So any number of cat toys can work, or cat rods can work. The next part of it is the string, and this is just a shoelace. I took the shoelace and hot glued it. I just like wrapped it around the edge, hot glued it, and then taped it with some hockey tape. And then right at the end, what I did was I took the shoelace and just kind of curled it up. I don't know if you can see this. I just kind of curled it up and again, just hot glued it. And then once I had a large enough circle, I took some Velcro and just attached Velcro to both sides of this little disc that I created. And that's basically it. The rod is ready to go. Once you've made your rod, you're gonna need something to fish for. And what better thing than a fish? I found this little foam puzzle at the dollar store, and I made a bunch of modifications, and I will admit, unnecessary modifications. I put colored pipe cleaners around the outside of this thing. Apparently I had time to kill that day. Super unnecessary. I did add the googly eyes, which I think add a nice touch, but the main modification that I had to make was taking some of the individual pieces and gluing them together. So I wanted to have only 5 pieces to go with the 5 stars that I award the kids. 1 star, 1 piece. 2 stars, 2 pieces. And then the final touch is the little mini fish that ends up going right in the center. For each of these pieces, I had to attach a little piece of fuzzy Velcro so that the rod can Velcro onto this. Ta-da! That's what it looks like. You can modify this in a number of different ways, and maybe we'll get into some of that at the end of this video, but why don't we actually look at how it works in the classroom. And I'm gonna be sharing some in-class footage from one of the first times I ever used this reward system. And it just so happened that we were doing a unit assessment, and the level stages for that assessment were to collect fish. So I was like, okay, this is perfect. I'm using the fish thing. This is gonna be great. So I was really excited about it. And this is what happened when I asked Hugo if he likes fishing.
Hugo, do you like fishing?
No.
Not off to a very good start. Anyway, I tried to just like, well, I don't care what your answer is. We're going fishing anyway.
Do you like fishing?
No.
Oh, no. I love fishing. Let's fish together.
And from that point on, it got a little bit better. He got more enthusiastic about the idea of going fishing.
Hugo, we caught something.
Yes.
Can you say pull?
Ho, 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 ho.
I really like this reward because there's a few add-ons that you can use it for. You can, of course, ask them the color. You can count the number of puzzle pieces that they have fished for.
What color is it?
Yellow and green.
Yellow and green. What is it?
I don't know.
Hello? Hugo? Is it a telephone?
Again, I love hearing how you folks modify some of these things, how you adapt it to suit your particular needs. So if you do come up with some sort of a modification, I would love to hear about it. So this went on for quite some time with Hugo, Every time he got a star, I would disappear, and him and Mike would go fishing.
Let's go fishing! What is it?
A fish.
Half of these rewards are just for my own amusement, really. And honestly, I think that's not a bad approach. I know that if I'm having fun, if I'm amused by these rewards, that energy and that enthusiasm does translate to the student. Case in point, Hugo, first question was, do you like fishing? And he's like, no, I don't. But by the end of it, he was like, yeah, pull, pull!
Pull, 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 pull.
He loved it, he really did.
I have 5 stars.
Very good. Can you say goodbye, Teacher Michael?
Goodbye, Teacher Michael.
Oh, goodbye. Hugo, what should we do?
We will find a fish. The first fish is bigger.
Good.
And that is my fishing reward. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are some ways that you can adapt this. You don't have to fish for an actual puzzle or an actual fish. You could fish for letters and then use the 4th and the 5th star to ask the students out of those letters to spell different words. If you had little cutouts of like maybe a basketball and a baseball and a soccer ball, you could put Velcro on those and they could fish for different sports. And then at the end, you could ask them what their favorite sport was. There's, limitless ways that you can adapt this fishing reward for your students, for their interests. So again, I would love to hear if you adapt it in any way and also how you do that. So get in the comments and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more videos like this from me in the future. And until the next video, I will see you on the internet. Peace. Yeah.